So that's how our wedding, everything was planned, everything was ready, all was set, all the guests walked in, everyone were warm and they were waiting for us. We got them a little delayed because the makeup took a little time and the decoration was a little late. So we started off a little late. We had to change dress in between. So by the time we could change into our final dress and come out on the stage, because we kind of made an engagement ceremony also just before the wedding, since the engagement was called off, right? So you exchange the sari, the wedding sari, the jewelry and everything. I carried it towards the girl's father, her father, and I handed it over to them, and I said I would like to marry your daughter. Just because our Indian custom is like that way, we just did it like that way in a beautiful way. And then we changed clothes and we came out on the stage, and then all our friends and her family were there. And before she could come on the stage, I just stepped on the stage and I was waiting for her, and for a moment I just looked at the crowd, the entire crowd. It just gave a scan and I was like, thank you very much for coming. And that's the time when I realized my parents are not there, my relatives are not there, my cousins were not there. I could only see my friends, and that also was okay. But when I saw her relatives all sitting in the front row over there, I was so happy to see them. But then I felt a deep hollow, and I went literally I went blacked out, for that second.
He was also only 25 years, okay? Like 25 years is not a very big age or for a boy, right? Like not seeing your parents, what am I doing here? That feeling you definitely
because
have.
being the only son, my parents had a lot of plans for me. I mean, especially my mother, she dreamt a lot, I'll get my son married like this way, because in Andhra weddings are grand, and my mother actually goes to each and every wedding and she gets an idea from this. And I know she would have, physically she would have arranged even better stuff. But then
I'm sure by now you would have realized how close he is to his mom. Like she was his world, and giving up on her dreams, I cannot thank him in any way for that.
No, it's actually like at the same time, she is the one who taught me, once you give your word to a girl that you would marry her, never step back on it, because the promise you make to a girl, you have to keep it, no matter what. That's what she taught me, and I had to do this, and I was tied between her words and what she says. At the same time, she told me, don't go for this girl and we'll get you married, because she had her own dreams and she wanted it to happen her way. At the same time, it was all a tight mix, and I had to do this for her because I called off the engagement for her, for my mother's sake. So I don't know where I stand actually in this whole thing. So I stood on stage and I completely went blacked out. I was like losing myself. I thought I was going to hit the floor. I didn't want to create another scene. I had to pull up all my energy up. I did blackout several times when I was in school and all that, when you're weak and when you go through a lot of fever and all that. So that blackout happens, you go hit the floor straight on your face. So that was going to happen that day actually. But then I managed to pull myself up, and I was there. I stood straight, made the blood flow back to my brain, and then I saw her and I saw that smile on her face, and I thought, like, these pictures, they're going to last forever. So no matter what happens today, I'm going to smile for my pictures, and whatever is supposed to happen, I'll take care of it tomorrow. So today I'm going to smile. That is all goes in my mind, because these pictures,
he did all that for me, guys. There was no other reason behind it. He did all that for me.
I was in love with you. Obviously I'll do all that for you, right? If she's happy, that automatically makes me happy. So
I don't think any other man would have done so much for me, or the groom my parents would have chosen. I don't think he would have even respected my feelings, or like he would have even tried to understand my feelings. No ways. But this guy really lives for me. He lives for my happiness. He lives for my feelings.
Happy wife, happy life, guys. That really is the thing, and I love to see her happy. And that day she was really, really happy that all her relatives came, and that when the engagement was,
he gave me the kind of wedding that I wanted.
Especially when the engagement was called off, her relatives all looked at her in a different kind of way. I know I put her through hell for that, and I'm really sorry. I have to apologize to her. I hope she'll one day be able to forgive me. I'll still keep on try to make it up to that. But then, yeah, the wedding was beautiful and she was beautiful, and that's all that mattered. She was really happy. The next day, I called my parents and I wept, and I told them I got married and why did y'all do this to me? Why did y'all not come for the wedding? Why did y'all leave me alone when I needed them? I stopped talking to them after that for a long time. And
They stopped talking actually.
yeah, so it was a mutual this thing. So it was heartbreaking, and then we were together, and then this girl was crazy, and you guys won't believe what she did. I had to, after 4 or 5 months, I had to leave her and I had to go sailing. And
I made up with his mom and we got into a good relationship after that.
so, guys, this is how we got married. This is how we fell in love, and I hope you guys see the journey we have traveled together. And I hope you guys understand the difficulties you have to face and all the ups and downs you have to go through. And life is beautiful only when there are ups and downs. If there is only one way, you won't feel the worth of it, right?
Yeah, so you guys asked us to make a video on our love story, and we made it this long and we gave you so many chapters only for you to understand how difficult it was. It was not at all a fairy tale story, so we had to go through a lot of struggles, and the struggles were real. And like in this real world, you know how it is when two people from different communities want to get married and all that. Even though we support gay marriages, we support lesbian marriages on social media, if something like that happens in our own families, will we support that? Obviously we won't, right? Like, we have not even come together to support an inter-religion marriage, then when are we going to support gay marriages and lesbian marriages? It's all out of the question, guys. Like, what you see on social media is not the real life. Like, what people say on social media, that is not the person they are in real life. So don't go by all this. You are going to have a very tough time, a bitter life if you're going to go against the society. We went against the society. We have come across, we have experienced all this, a lot of insults. I have one of the insult was when I went to give an invitation to one of the neighbor ladies. She told on my face that they don't attend love marriages, they don't attend weddings where the girl goes against the community and the society, and basically we don't attend love marriages, you can take the invitation back. So this is what the neighbor lady told us. She was such a sweet lady until then. She used to ask me about my marriage when I was in college. She used to tell me, I'll surely attend your wedding, and I like these things, these kind of food in the wedding. She used to say so much, and when I gave her the invitation and when she came to know about the love marriage and all that, she totally denied it. So this was how it was, and this is how the society is going to react to you. So we wanted to actually show you the true picture of what all we went through. It is much more than what we actually shared with you guys. We didn't actually mention the insults, the embarrassments, and all the difficult times, all the harsh words we had to hear from our friends, from our relatives, from our parents. We did not really mention everything in detail because they will also be seeing the videos, and we don't want to blame them, or we don't want to hurt them again, as our life is pretty good now and they have accepted us after all. So you'll be going through hell if you decide to do
it's going to be a roller
like
coaster,
this.
guys.
Yeah,
it's going to be a roller coaster ride, no doubt about that.
yeah. So this was the reason we actually made these videos, and these videos are for you guys who wanted to actually know our real story. So
pray for us, guys. Hope we stay together, stick together, be there for each other throughout this long run. It is not easy.
yeah, and
Every
no
day is
matter
a
which
different-
religion you belong to, don't lose your trust on God. Like, having God fear, having God faith is very important, guys. Like, no matter which religion you belong to, at the end of the day, whatever decisions you make, God is the only person who's going to support you and take you through all your decisions and all your journey.
See, I told you I married the right one.
So no matter what people say about our religion, about our faith, we know what kind of faith we have on God, and we know how God directly comes and helps us in every which way possible.
Like the house which we presently live in is so close to her parents' place, just opposite door. We never ever imagined that we would get a house which would be so convenient, especially so that the baby is taken more care of, he has more people to
and we
play
got
with.
this house exactly when I was pregnant. Until then there were tenants living here, and once, I think when I was 5 months into my pregnancy, we got an offer for this house and we immediately grabbed it. And this house is on lease, we don't have to give rent for this house, so there's no burden on us financially.
He's taking care of everything.
Was planned by him, and we can like go on telling you so many incidents in our life which was taken care by God, during which God saved us, even like without our knowledge, like how God brought him home just before this corona situation could start.
The pandemic,
Yeah, he was the only one who was signed off on an emergency from his ship, and he wrote so many formal letters to his company stating that he's not willing to sign off, but I don't know, like God just grabbed his collar and brought him down from his ship and brought him to me. And we are so happy staying together here during all this pandemic when all others in his ship are suffering now.
My wife and my son, they managed to visit US, they managed to visit Brazil, they managed to visit Italy. And if you see the charts right now, these three countries are the worst hit countries. And I don't know when tourism will start for these countries again.
And also the death rates are high in these countries.
Yeah, these are the top three countries if you see. And they managed to visit these countries safely and get back home safely.
We visited Venice in Italy, we visited NASA in USA, and we visited Rio Grande and 3 other places in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, the world wonder. So we visited all the most important spots all around the world. And
so next time when people actually plan to go for a tour or any other country, they'll only look for other places other than these, pandemic hit zones where the virus is very less. I mean where there is less harm for them, so they would prefer other places other than US and Italy and Brazil, at least for a couple of years from now, so until the situation is completely dissipated. So till then we are so lucky in that way. God actually managed to take them over there and bring them back safely. That was the most important part.
I don't believe in the word lucky at all. We are truly blessed.
We are blessed.
Like God's direct blessings are on us. It really doesn't make sense when people say we married out of our religion or out of our... We didn't marry out of our God, guys. We still pray to the same God, and God still loves us, and He continues to bless us in every way possible. So this is the kind of love you should you should have for your God, and then the love for your religion comes in.
So this series, we would like to end it by thanking God for each other, thanking God for this life, thanking God for our child. It's all beautiful life, and we all get to live only once, and after that we have to go and stand in front of Him and give answers to Him. So let's all make the most of it. Let's all live this life to the fullest. Let's all love as much as we can. Let's all share as much as we can.
Help others as much as we can.
And she always does. And be there for each other, guys. Thank you so much for watching these videos, guys.
So our love story and our wedding story has come to an end here, and Dan has to go sailing. He's already given his readiness to his company. They'll call him anytime, maybe in another 2 days, maybe in another 3 days, and that is why we had to sit down and complete recording this love story, because we didn't want to keep you guys waiting until he comes back. So all these love story series one by one would have already been uploaded in my channel, and this is the last video of the series, guys. Our love story series has come to an end. Wow. Thank you so much for requesting us to make this series. We really enjoyed it.
We relived
all the
whole
memories
thing.
and all that. So please wish him good luck. Please pray for him. Pray for his safe arrival. Pray for his work on board, for his safety, and for everything else on board.
And same way, we will be praying for you guys, for you all to be safe, for none of us to be harmed during this pandemic. It's not easy thing. Per day, right now, 1.5 lakh cases are being reported in the world, new cases every single day. So, guys, please be home, please be safe. Go out only if it's at most necessary. Otherwise, please stay at home until we get a proper vaccine and the situation is calmed down. Till then, guys,
pray for all the merchant navy guys, mariner sailors out there. They are the unsung heroes of our country. Nobody talks about them. Nobody talks about their effort and the work they do. Just like how we speak about our doctors and policemen, nobody really speaks about the sailors who are also a part of the frontline workers, right? They are also like that. They did not stop working even during this pandemic. So pray for them and appreciate their efforts and be proud that you are a part of their life.
thank you very much, guys, for watching this video.
Thank you very much. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye.
See you all. Bye.
Mwah.